It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1549, recorded on Thursday, December 17th, 2015. Holy Rollie! This episode of the Giz Wiz is brought to you by Audible.com. For a free audiobook of your choice, go to audiblepodcast.com/GizWiz. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have 3 toys if you are needing last-minute ideas for Christmas, and a kitchen product that will rise to the occasion. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now it is time for the Giz Wiz with the maestro of gadgets, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing?
I'm good, and you, sir?
I'm doing really good. Doing great.
Good.
This has been
Good.
a good week. Really good week.
Have you been doing, do you have to buy a lot of gifts?
I do, still. I actually haven't bought any gifts. None.
See.
None.
Oh, okay. Well, you must have enough crap laying around.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, anyone need a C-stand? I got a C-stand for you. Who needs it?
Hey, Ma, I knew you needed that. Yeah.
Hey, you need to prop up something? I got something for you. It's expensive. It's made out of chrome. And it feels hefty, so
that is a
there you
nice
go. I hope you're happy.
C-stand. Holy cow.
I know. It's I can't get it out of here. It's stuck. It's now forever part of the set. Get out of
I
here.
just saw something go by. Someone, I think, is in a movie house watching a movie, but having us on earbuds. I hope they're not at Star Wars.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Because isn't Star Wars premiering tonight?
Tonight. And what's interesting is I have friends in the UK, and they watched it yesterday. And I felt that was cheating somehow. I don't know exactly how, but...
Well, the world premiere was yesterday, right? Out in your neck of the woods, actually.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Monday, I have a little bit of a cold, so if I sneeze or anything during this episode, I'm sorry. But Monday it hit me really hard, and there was no way that I wanted to cook for myself. I just didn't want to move around like that. So I happen to live actually pretty close to Hollywood Boulevard and the Chinese Theater and stuff like that. And so I just wanted to go over there and grab some food real quick. Start walking down there, the whole Hollywood Boulevard is closed off. Humongous tents. These tents stretched for 4 or 5 blocks. I really do not know because I couldn't see, I didn't have the energy to walk all the way down to see the end of these tents. The entrance, which is, if you saw the premiere on TV, I got to see that entrance that has this big Star Wars with really cool grates and some lightsabers that shoot up into the air and the red carpet, and then you go into this thing and there's like a museum of Star Wars things. It was amazing. It was so incredible to see that, and just by happenstance, I happened to go out and get lunch and see it all.
No, I saw in the New York Times, I think it was the Times, it was the most amount of blocks the city ever let an event use.
Yeah.
Just absolutely closing them to traffic days before the premiere.
Yes. It was days. It must have been at least 3 days before well, when I saw it, it was the day of, but I remember seeing that those roads were closed at least 3 days ahead of time. I mean,
were you able to get food, or did they say, sorry, the food is only for...
So what's funny is I was like, well, this was a bad idea. I have to walk back home. But no, there's big signs that says all businesses are open. You walk up to, I tried to walk up to the... what I thought was the sidewalk, and said, "No, sir, you have to go through security." So I had to go through a metal detector in order to get onto the sidewalk next to the Star Wars premiere. It was insane. It was crazy. And then I went to a burger place called 25 Degrees. That's where I got my lunch. But yeah, I mean it was crazy. I mean it was just absolutely insane. And there were stormtroopers walking back and forth. I mean this was the day of the big premiere. Because they have the Hollywood premiere a few days ahead of time, so all the celebrities can see it, and then they have the worldwide premiere for general audiences later. But
tonight, right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. Although I don't know the timeline because I know someone of my friends in Europe watched it last night, which seems weird.
I have a very
tonight.
I have a very enterprising friend, Lon Seidman, who wanted to see it but didn't want to wait online and didn't want to be with crowds. So he lives in a small town with, I think, a 6 or an 8-plex. And weeks ago, he went to the manager and said, "What does it cost for me to rent one whole theater just for me and my friends?" And he said, "Well, the theater holds 100 seats, the littlest. You just have to buy 100 tickets." So he put up money for 100 tickets.
That's around here, a ticket's about $14. So
yeah,
it would be about $1,400 to rent out the entire.
This was up in Connecticut, and I think it was just $10.75.
Yeah, yeah. So,
but then he didn't treat everybody, but I mean, people were more than willing to pay $11.75 or whatever, $10.75 to be able to not wait on lines and be in a private theater.
With only your friends.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
It's clever. It's a great idea.
Yeah, that is a really great idea. I'm sure that you could just put a bowl by the front and just ask, "Hey, tip in whatever you want." Yeah, absolutely. So. I have my tickets bought for Star Wars, but I do not. It's not the opening night. I think it's actually next week. I need to look.
Okay. No, I can wait. We're not doing, or at least I've not been assigned it for Mad, so I'm just going to wait till the frenzy.
Yeah, it dies down just a little
frenzy.
bit. Yes.
Star Wars now with less frenzy. That's what
exactly.
I'm thinking.
But hey, all of the reviews have been great. That's very cool.
The reviews are excellent.
And
so they're gonna
the gadget spectrum. Holy mackerel! Are there a lot of Star Wars gadgets?
And you know what? They did not say to anybody no.
Right.
I mean, already on this show we did the Star Wars bubble blower.
Right.
Hemeka Schlemmer has the Darth Vader humidifier where steam comes up out of his helmet. There is pretty much nothing that you can't seem to get them to merchandise.
I know.
No, we're not Dr. Mobius. We have neither one of us have seen the film, so we are doing no spoilers.
Yeah, we don't know.
You knew it wasn't color, right? We didn't spoil anything when we said.
Yeah,
it wasn't
I hope not.
No. Okay.
There has been a sort of a a meme on Reddit where people will take photos of Star Wars things and post them and say, "Disney, you need to calm down when it comes to the images." So.
Did you see Becky is saying there's also the Star Wars shower head?
Oh my gosh, really? Okay, I have a few here.
Oh, okay.
1 second. This is Star Wars mascara.
Oh my gosh!
Edition, Star Wars mascara. Okay. Then we have Star Wars, the oranges, BB-8 oranges.
Oh, and you know that.
And then Star Wars, the DMV sign, which says aggressive driving is the path to the dark side. So I'm really surprised, Disney. You're really kind of stretching it there with that.
Yeah, I mean, the oranges and the mascara are pretty. It's like, How many dollars do you need?
They must have the most streamlined way for you to merchandise with Star Wars.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think you have to attend a meeting
No.
with 13 executives who say, I think you just have to say, I think they say, do you have a product? Yes. Do you have $1 million? Yes. Product approved.
Yeah, exactly. Will you be receiving United States currency for this product? Yes. Oh, done. That was the only
There you go.
qualification,
Done,
actually.
done. That's it. That's it.
Man. Yep, Star Wars craziness is in the air. And with that, hey, let's jump into some gadgets.
Okay, we'll start just by talking about, it was a fun event. It was actually in October, and I held these 3 gadgets because I wanted to do them right before Christmas, because it's 3 great things for kids. It was called Day of Play, and I wanted to go there not only to see the toys, but to see the building, at least be inside the building. It's a very bizarre building on 57th Street. It's the Hearst building. And Hearst had an old building that had received a landmark status, and they wanted a new skyscraper. So what they did was hollow out the old building, which I think was 8 stories tall. Maybe you can zoom in on that. There you go. So what they did is hollowed out the original building and built a new building inside it, and that's a great shot you have right there. So, and then it looks like they went several stories down.
Yeah,
but it's kind of when you look at it, because it's an old looking building with this big glass tower inside it. So it looks rather strange. Inside, the views are spectacular because it overlooks Central Park. But anyway, so the building was beautiful and the event was a lot of fun. And so I'm going to show you the 3 things I found at the Hearst building. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I think this was something to do with air circulation. I don't know what random image I came across, but kind of looks like some air circulation.
You know what? There is a huge fountain in the lobby that goes like down one cascade after another, after another, after another. And I believe that was worked into keeping the building cool. I think that's what. Oh, there you go. That was a shot of it.
Oh, wow. This is a video. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's a video. Okay. So there you go.
Somehow.
Yes, this is the inside of the building, and I don't know if you can tell, but water is running down like every one of those shutters, and some of the walkways down at ground level are glass, frosted glass. It's quite interesting.
Wow, what an amazing building.
Yeah. So it was fun to go there and then to see the stuff. And the first thing I saw was something from Lionel, and it's trains for kids as young as 2 years old. So let's take a look at that. Dick DiBartolo, Man's Maddest Writer, and the Giz Wiz One Take Theater here at GizWiz.tv. Holiday of Play. And we're talking, you know I love trains. I'm always talking about I have trains in my backyard. Well, now kids as young as 2.5 can have their own trains, okay? So these are push trains. Now this is for the 3.5-year-old because this comes with little markers so you can actually color your own caboose. They're push trains. You get 6 pieces of track so you can make your own oval. And there's also a little Crayola workshop here. So I'm going to take this log, okay? Okay, this is a log, colorful log. Remember, kids, 2.5, 3.5. And you put the wood there. You flip the wood up into the working mill, okay? And then it's going through the mill. And look, I made a box of crayons out of wood. That is really neat. I just knocked all the trains off the track. So they make many different sets. These are from Lionel, by the way. And so they have a Batman and John Deere, you know, the tractor company.
Polar Express, wildly popular. And then finally down there is Imagineering, okay? Oh, Imagination Express. So these are just coming out now, and they're available at all big toy stores? At all big toy stores. Dick DeBartolo, Man's Maddest Writer, and the Giz Wiz one-take theater here at gizwiz.tv. Oh, you know, I talked about my backyard. There's my backyard right there. Just show them, okay?
Wow, that view.
We do really a lot of grooming to keep it looking that way.
Wow. That's amazing. So, trains for the young ones.
Yes, and you know, this was one of those things where there was no official Lionel person there.
Right.
So the people who showed me the stuff said, we cannot answer anything on camera.
We don't know anything. I hope you understand. Yes.
Yeah. No, I think it was a clever idea. So and also looking on Amazon, they make 4 sets, and although the tracks are all the same, each set is a little different. Like the Batman set, instead of a locomotive and 4 cars, you get 2 locomotives. One of them is the Batman locomotive, and then there is the Joker locomotive so that Batman can fight the Joker. And each one has some sort of a little house that you can convert things into other things. I think it's very clever, and all 4 sets are under $30 on Amazon.
Yeah.
And I think they're all Prime, so there's still time.
There's still time if you need
There's
them.
still time if you need them.
I really like the Crayola one that you can draw on the back of the caboose.
Yeah, it's very clever. And I asked if you can clean that off, and she said yes, you can. You can, paint it one way one day and then clear it off and paint it another way. And that, she said, is more for 3 to 3.5 years old because the others don't have the markers. And I guess they don't want 2 and 2.5-year-olds to have markers. Probably more for the parents' sake than the kids.
Right. You have to explain that the caboose can be written on,
yes,
but nothing else. So
nothing.
You have to determine exactly which thing can be drawn on. I like those. I like those. Very nice.
Yeah, I thought it was very clever too.
Yeah, and no machinery, no batteries to install.
No, you just push them around. They are the non-powered play sets from Lionel.
Perfect.
All right, now the next one is not for 2 and 3-year-olds, and I think, Chad, you probably understand it much more than me.
Oh.
Do you remember hex bugs?
Oh yes, the hex bugs were they were basically like one function robots that you could set down and they could move around, and they were kind of nice little stocking stuffers to give people. Very colorful and such.
Wait till you see where Hexbug has ended up now.
What?
So let's run the second video.
Dick DeBartolo, Man's Maddest Writer, and the Giz Wiz one-take theater here at gizwiz.tv. We're still at Holiday of Play. We're at the Hex booth. And, Hex makes those bugs, but now this looks really techy, so I know zero about it. And we're going to have your name?
Lindsay Gideon.
Lindsay Gideon, explain what this is.
So this is our Vex IQ robotics construction kit. And this is Ike, okay? So we built him out of a kit of parts. So he just comes with hundreds of different parts, and you just snap together these pieces. It's toolless. A kid as young as 8 can do this. And then you drive it right out of the box thanks to this robot brain. We have 12 anything ports. We have motors and sensors and gears all at play right here. You can also program it. So for kids who want to get into computer programming, we have 2 different programming languages. We have ModKit for Vex, which is like a simple drag and drop for first-time programmers. We also have Robot C, which is what people and engineers in the industry use.
Wow.
This is really great. Now, is this kit built out of the same kit that is?
Yes.
And what do you call that guy?
That's a V-Rex.
That's the V-Rex. Oh, okay, V-Rex IQ. Okay.
What Brandon is driving right now is the robot arm, the motorized robot arm. And then next to him is the hook shot.
And these are also for 8 and up.
8 and up as well.
Okay, and the price point for the kits?
So they start as low as $25, and then they range up to our largest kit, which is $299.
And this is the largest kit. Are all of these 3 things built with the largest kit?
No, just the gray ones that you see are built with the largest kit. The others are individual kits.
Individual kits. Okay, and they're available now?
Yes, they're available at Target, Toys R Us, Hexbug.com, or Amazon.
Perfect. That's really great for young kids to get into programming and building stuff, and you don't need tools. Dick DeBartolo, Man's Mad, is trying to end the Giz Wiz. One Take Theater, GizWiz.tv. 8 and up. I could probably do that.
I always wonder if there is a max age and if I'm above it because.
Oh no, you could do it. You even understood the languages, right?
Yes. So C#. Yeah, C is what many programs are written in, and she said robotic C. So that may be a specific. There's various different versions of C of the C language, and the fact that it has a drag and drop sort of module language is also really nice too. I recently did a Minecraft sort of tutorial. About Microsoft has an hour of code where it's the drag and drop sort of code modules that you could add loops and if statements and things like that into it. So very, very cool. It reminds me immediately of, do you remember Lego Mindstorms?
Yes, Mindstorms.
Yes.
You know what? I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of, but sort of a version. They had sort of the ultimate edition of the Mindstorms, which people would program all sorts of things. I remember seeing Rubik's Cube solvers and things like that. But this looks like it's tailor-made for that, so that it can run its own programs. Very cool.
Sort of amazed that no tools are needed.
Yeah.
Everything is clipped together and plug in.
Yeah. This is this is like the erector set for the modern age. Very cool.
Yeah, and I was on their website, and like they sell them to schools. Like you can buy a school package of like 12 computer systems, and then they have a curriculum for the teacher, and it's so far beyond what they started out with.
I know. They went
like the way you described it, the bug.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know. That's I'm kind of glad. This is great. I'm really happy with the way they've taken it. Wow. Just very, very, very cool.
Pretty.
I may be on Vex bugs instead of hex bugs. But yeah.
No, you were right. I think Vex is the robotic thing, and Hex is still the bugs.
Yes.
And everything is STEM.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Oh, that is so funny.
Sorry, what were you saying? Everything is STEM? Oh, a STEM education revolution. Oh, got it.
Yes, the science, technology, engineering, mathematics is STEM. I always forget what it stands for. Anyway, so that is, now we have more. Okay, so that's 8 and up, and now we have more robotics for younger kids. So let's take a look at our final video from Day of Play.
Dick DeBartolo, Man's Mad, is trying to end the Giz Wiz One Take Theater here at GizWiz.tv. The Wonder Workshop. I wonder what they have. Okay, we're going to talk to Ned, and Ned's going to tell us about this guy. What is that?
This is Dash, and Dash is a robot that basically kids can learn to play with coding and programming. So
you know what? I got a press release on Dash and Dot. Do you have a Dot too?
We do. Dot is this little robot right here. He's hiding underneath the Santa hat that we have because we have these Lego brick attachments that we include with all the robots for added play. So you can add it right on. And Dot, while Dot can't move, Dot has lots of sensors. It has a microphone. You can shake it, tilt it, knows when it's being tossed, and you can use all that to learn how to program at $49.99.
Okay, and so it has a built-in speaker, and we can't hear it because of the noise here.
So you can actually record your voice from your phone or your tablet into Dot or Dash through Bluetooth, and of course use all the different buttons to do different kinds of fun programming surprise your sister, surprise your brother, surprise the cat.
Okay, so that's Dot.
That's Dot.
So now Dash is more sophisticated.
Dash has a lot more going on. We've got a Dash on the floor here, and I'm going to actually pick up my phone to control Dash with our Wonder app. This is a brand new app. Works on smartphones or tablets for both Android and Apple. All right. So the idea with Wonder is that literally things are as simple as connecting the dots. So here what's going to happen is Dash is going to move forward a little bit. He's going to load, launch, and then he's going to load the other side and launch again.
He's going to go in this little circle.
Yep. Yeah, so literally this is just, it's a string of little actions that kids can connect to do fun things. So it's going to go forward, load.
Loads the ball.
There we go.
Oh, sorry, lady. Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we have a built-in tutorial for all these so that they can learn how to do all of this programming from the start. So again, it's that way it's self-reliant for kids. They don't have to ask their parents how it works. And same thing with the robots. They come fully assembled so that parents don't have to put them together.
Android and iOS?
Android and iOS for all of our apps. Absolutely.
Okay, so you can use either an iPad or a smartphone.
That's right. And we have compatibility on our website. If you go to makewonder.com compatibility, we've got the full list of tablets and phones that we've tested that we know will work.
And the price point and the ages?
Sure. We're 5 and up for our robots and our apps. Price point for Dash that you see here is $149.99. The launcher accessory that is on top of it is $29.99. And Dot up there is $49.99.
And they are available now?
They're available now. They're available on our website, Amazon.com, as well as Apple retail stores in U.S. and Canada.
Okay, and your website is?
MakeWonder.com.
MakeWonder. I like that. MakeWonder.com. Dick DeBartolo, Mads Mad is right to end the Giz Wiz One Take Theater here at GizWiz.tv. And people even wonder, why is he kneeling on the floor? He's done. Okay, bye.
I am just in love with how much computing and coding is getting integrated into children's play.
Down to five.
That
Actually,
is so
that
cool.
I understood. The 8-year-old thing was above me.
A little too much.
A little too much. A little too. The 5-year-old thing, that I understood, that you took the little circles, you knew what the little circle did, you just make sure the circles were connected, and then the robot, either Dot or Dash. Dot stays in one place, but Dash can go around and back up, and they have funny accessories like that little ball launcher. They had a little attachment that the robot can play a little xylophone. It's really very funny. Yeah.
Yeah, and I that's very cool that they have those Lego-like. Are they Lego-like or Lego brand?
You know what?
attachments?
He did say Lego, or he said Lego, but somewhere I saw Lego compatible.
Yeah, that would
So that you can, add things to your robot. If you have a large Lego set, you can add stuff on. Yeah, there's the ball launcher. There's the xylophone attachment.
Look at that.
Right. There's an attachment that you can put your smartphone on Dash, and then send Dash around filming things, videotaping things. So Dash, the moving robot, is $149, and Dot, the stationary robot, is $49.99.
That is really cool. Man, I'm impressed with all the gadgets that kids have to play with nowadays.
It really is astounding. And what's great about it is that it really prepares you for then moving on to a computer and moving on to, hopefully you'll move on to other devices that you'll know how to run. Oh, there you go. That's how easy it is.
Yeah. Yeah, go over here, do this thing. Next step. Yeah. Wow. Man, these concepts, I'm only just now grasping after, a lot of time, keeping focused on that sort of thing. And I'm really excited that it's always been frustrating that kids seem to use apps and use things but don't really know that it's customizable for them. So that's very, very cool.
Yeah. No, it is great. It is great. And I like the fact that you can use your phone to send a message to the dash or dot, and then dash or dot, when you press a button, will relay that message in your voice. It's all very clever. You could run a couple of seconds of that so you can see they can recognize objects and avoid them
right out of the box, and can be programmed with our free apps for your phone or tablet. Kids start learning right away with an easy-to-follow tutorial and hundreds of preloaded missions. Dot can be programmed on its own as a quirky magic dot ball.
I'm gonna go with maybe.
Or a hot potato. Dash can do even more. He can dance, race around the house, respond to objects and sounds, and record your child's voice for a fun surprise.
Watch out, Mom, I'm coming through.
Dash and Dot will fuel your child's natural curiosity. They'll love programming new adventures for their robot sidekicks. They can play hide and seek, set up challenging courses, or go head-to-head for a thrilling race. You'll be surprised at their creativity and innovation. With lots of great add-on accessories for your Dash or Dot, there are endless ways for your child to explore and problem solve, all while having fun. Wonder Workshop robots and apps are designed to grow with your child, allowing them to apply what they've learned and expand their capabilities.
Are you serious?
Wonder Workshop, inspiring the brightest minds of tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really neat.
pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, someone in the chat room mentioned dash and dot. That's Morse code. So
Yes,
maybe they
it
had a thought there.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Those are some great gadgets. All of those and all three of those gadgets are available to get right now, right? I don't know. I
Yes,
check.
yes. Unfortunately, Wonderworks is sold out at the factory.
Of course. Because it's so big.
But they said they're available at Apple Retail. So
Very cool. Very
look
cool.
there. And the 4 train sets were still available when I
Right.
checked this morning.
Right. Before we move on, I want to give a big thank to our sponsor for this episode, Audible.com. Audible is the leading provider of audiobooks with over 150,000 downloadable titles across all types of literature, fiction, nonfiction, and periodicals. And I adore Audible. I use it all the time. Today, while I was cleaning up the house, while I was doing chores, while I was editing videos, I turned on Audible, piped it into my Bluetooth speakers, and got to listen to a fantastic book all around the house. And right now, I am listening to a fantasy book called Mistborn. Mistborn is the book that I'm reading. It's by Brandon Sanderson. It is really, really good. It's fantasy kind of done right, and I really, really like it. There's sort of 2 levels of society, and our main character is obviously in the lower level. And there's a revolution starting. It is just I was hesitant to say page turner because there's no pages with Audible. That's the best part of it. You have amazing professionals who read books better than I do, read them to me. So it is a nonstop. It's a pause stopper. I don't know. Sometimes I'll find myself just sitting in my driveway listening to the book before I have to. Before the last minute, I have to run inside and actually do my chores. So Audible.com is really the best way to listen to audiobooks, and I just absolutely adore it. So I know that you will too. If you want to sign up, hey, give it a try. We have a really good deal for you. audiblepodcast.com/Giz Wiz. You get a free book. You get a free credit of your choice, so you could actually start listening to Mistborn right now for free to test out the service. They know that once you test it out that you are going to love it and you're going to stick with them. So check it out. And that book is yours to keep even if you cancel. So there's that. Audible is just the standard for audiobooks. And every new release is on Audible. I'm so happy that I've been using them. I know that there are stats in here. Let me see. Today, look at this. Today I have listened to 1 hour and 28 minutes of audiobooks. Looks like monthly. Oh, here are some of my stats. And then I know that there's a way for me to tell how many. Here's some of my badges. You get badges.
Wow.
I am a scholar, apparently. Oh, look at that.
Wow. We knew that.
Yeah. I mean, achieved. In 116 more hours, I'll be a master. And then it looks like there are there's 113 books in my library. I am a user of Audible, and I love it, and I know that you will too. So audiblepodcast.com/Giz Wiz is the place to go to get your free audiobook. And big thanks to Audible for their support of the Giz Wiz. Thank you so much, Audible. Audiblepodcast.com.
Yeah. And Mom's Word said that their books are ear turners.
Ear turners.
Ear turners.
What is that? A great book?
There you go.
Perfect.
There you go.
Love it. Love it. Love it. So let's jump into. It's your turn to toss it.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Chad's Crappy.
There it goes. Oh! There we go.
But you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it?
Yes.
We got it. So today is the last day. It's kind of been a short month for the cooking in the kitchen theme of Chad's Crappy Corner. And I am really excited about this product this week. I am so excited. It is called the Rollie. And did you happen to...
Oh, you know what? I saw the ad for that.
I haven't actually seen the TV ad for this. I have seen other YouTubers do this, and it is just blown my mind. So it I don't even know where to start. It represents itself as a vertical cooking system. So it's
like
vertical.
last time you had the egg ceramic thing. What was that called?
That was the Egg-tastic.
Egg-tastic, but that needed a microwave.
I needed a microwave. So this is completely standalone. I've already plugged it in to the wall. So you can see that it's working right now. It's heating up, and we will make what comes out of this Rollie live on the show.
A chicken?
Close. It uses chicken products.
Okay.
We have 6 eggs here, but we're only going to use 2 per food construction. So, you've been very tired of the horizontal grills. Now we have
I'm so tired.
I know. Seriously, it's just so tiresome and just so boring. So now we have a vertical grill for you. All of your pain and frustration has been taken away with the Rollie. So it cooks eggs just like the Egg-tastic does, except you don't need a microwave. So the little light on the front turned green here. There was a red one to show that it was plugged in, and the little other light turned green. So I have some non-stick spray here, just some Pam to spray in there. Make sure we don't get anything.
Can you hold that up to camera? Is it like just an empty stainless chain?
So inside there's just a little hole here.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And that's what I just sprayed the Pam into. We can get rid of a few of these items here. So I'm just going to take an egg and then crack it right inside of the Rollie.
Okay.
There it goes. Ooh. Okay, there goes one.
And is that the limit, 2?
2, yeah, 2's the limit.
2. Two's the limit. Okay.
Okay. There it goes. And so we should have breakfast basically at any moment now. No. So it's going to cook up. And, man, I did not think I'm going to get raw egg all over the entire set. I need some sterilization here. So it's just as simple as that. You drop it in. The little
Wait, you didn't. No stirring.
No stirring. Just drop it in. Now, if you want scrambled eggs, you can go ahead and scramble it up. You can also add your own ingredients if you want. The other cool thing is that inside of the box, it comes with a few ways to clean the Rollie. So you have a little plunger, clean it.
Okay.
Or whatever this is. What is this, a brush? And then you also have a plunger. Not exactly sure what the plunger is for. Did I read the instructions? No, I did not.
I'm gonna say the plunger would be to mix the eggs up. That's my guess.
Maybe.
Well, that's okay. Have you tried this first?
No, this is the first time.
Oh, okay. All right, this is going to be really good.
We'll experience it together. You have 5 skewers to skewer what comes out of the Rollie. So, those are the things included in the box. Let me go ahead and get a plate and some fixins ready. Whoa! So we have.
Now, how do you know when it's done?
You'll know. You will know.
Okay. All right.
I promise you that there will be no doubt once this is finished that it is finished. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of give it a single here. Let's see. There we go. That's a pretty good shot there. That will happen right now. I'm smelling the aroma of the eggs.
Okay.
I can see it. It is cooking. There's things going on inside of the Rollie.
Well, all right.
So the idea of the Rollie is that, cooking, you can see it steaming. Cooking, it's a difficult process. You have a lot to clean. You just do one pan, and now, you have to clean everything. If you're cooking for a big house, you don't know exactly when people are going to come down at the same time, and
and he's stalling.
Yeah, well, yes, yeah, and be stalling.
I want to know. I'm glad because it sounds like something's going to come flying out of there.
Possibly.
Okay.
I'm not. In fact, who knows? I'm not exactly 100% sure. I'm not even sure if what comes out of here is going to be edible. It currently is not smelling that way, but hey, the little light turned green, so that's a good sign. So this is a way to get fresh cooked eggs basically immediately. I could imagine that there's a household that they make a bunch of eggs and then they just sit around. This fixes that issue. I know that was a big issue. I know that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So the Rollie, it's $25.
Okay. Now, did you buy it in that store that you love?
I did not. This was an Amazon purchase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can look forward to that. It is $22.94 on Amazon. A total of 179 reviews, and that's a total of 3.5 stars.
Okay.
So it is,
and it's fast.
It's kind of smoking a little bit. It is so fast. It's almost as fast as cooking your own eggs, or maybe toasting bread.
Oh, okay. I think it went up to $25 on Amazon.
Did it?
It's $24.95.
See, look, if I just don't refresh and I put it in my cart right now.
Oh, that's funny. Will it give you that price?
I don't know. Here, we could just add it to my cart. Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Oh, okay. Now refresh and see if yours goes to maybe.
I'm going to refresh this page.
Okay, let's just see.
Huh? Somehow I have it cheaper.
You do, and it's funny. Is yours by Eggmaster?
By Rollie.
Oh, mine's by Egg Master.
Huh.
Oh, okay. I got yours. I got 20. Yep.
Wow.
I got $24.90.
Apparently, you can get it as low as $7 with $5.50 shipping.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, how much would you pay?
Now, are you excited about the Rollie? Well, I really did think that this wasn't going to take this long, but it is not a fast process. I thought that it'd be a little bit more convenient. So that's kind of issue one with the Rollie. We'll find out if possibly what comes out of it, it'll be...
Oh, cool geek said, I saw that it takes about 10 minutes
Oh my gosh.
for the Rollie to
How long
work.
we may need to edit this out. You can add ingredients to it. Oh gosh. Okay,
oh,
So
the
here's
Viagra.
how you know that the Rollie is finished.
Oh.
It is. I don't know when it stops, but
When it comes out and rolls on the floor.
I guess.
Oh my.
Okay.
Did it stop? Did it stop rising?
I just think it's done. So let's go
No,
ahead.
it looks like it came out shrink wrapped. What's that?
This is the leftover egg that was on the side of the Rollie as it went in. So
Okay.
there's a little bit of extra. It's protein, I guess. Okay.
Okay.
So let's figure out how to transfer this over to the plate. Okay.
Holy.
Oh, isn't this appetizing? Oh my gosh.
It looks like an egg footer.
Oh,
like a
yeah.
frankfurter made of. Oh.
There you go. It's just as simple as that. And now you have a log of egg.
Egg log.
An egg log.
I think your egg-tastic worked better.
I agree.
Well, take it. Maybe this tastes amazingly wonderful.
Now this is not scrambled or anything. So I have egg white, and then I have normal yolk and stuff. So
Yolk in the middle. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I guess we'll take a taste.
Okay.
Um,
That's right.
if I
Cool
die,
Geek said it really is an egg roll.
it is. It is. Oh gosh. Okay, lost some yolk. It's hot. Whew. It's really hot. Egg. Whew. No. The outside of it is really cooked. And the inside of it is kind of nicely cooked.
Oh.
It's kind of like eating jerky, where the outside of a jerky has like a skin,
Yeah.
and this has that. So,
So you're making egg jerky.
you are. You are.
Do you think it would help if, like, you had put mushrooms and diced onions in it, or
Maybe.
if you had thrown it out and just
yeah.
fried 2 eggs?
I think I'm sticking to the Egg-tastic. It's not the worst, but the Egg-tastic was faster, and I like the eggs better from it.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to have this on my counter.
No, and you can't cook a frankfurter in it or anything. I don't like things that just do one
That one
thing.
thing. Yeah, I kind of agree. I'm
Yeah,
hungry
because
now, so I am eating it.
Yeah, Egg-tastic was it like $10 or something?
Yeah, how much was the Egg-tastic?
Because this is 23.
Yeah, at minimum. The Eggtastic is $10. Yeah, I
Okay.
think Eggtastic has the Rollie beat, but yeah, it gets better. No, no, it doesn't. Okay, Rollie's out.
Okay.
That's the Rollie. You also have to make sure that you keep a nonstick spray around to spray
Well,
it.
they give you they give you that toilet brush though.
Just what I needed. An extra toilet brush for the for my egg machine. Now, if that didn't float your boat, I have one more gadget for you from the supply store, the kitchen supply store. The tiniest little cheese grater you ever did see.
Oh,
So
that's cute.
look at that. That'll hopefully make up for how crummy the Rollie is. I bought this. This was the last thing I bought at the kitchen supply store.
That's very cute.
A teeny tiny egg grater, or not egg grater, a cheese grater.
Cheese grater.
There
And
you go.
nail file.
Exactly. It's really for grating string cheese, mostly. So there's that.
Very, very cute.
That has been Chad's Crappy Corner. I think it lived up to the name.
Yeah.
And with
Well, you
that,
saved me $25.
really did. I might. Yeah, I can't return it. So unfortunately, but
Well, someone's going to get it for Christmas.
someone will get it.
Does your
Someone will
mom
get
watch
it.
the show?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think my uncle will get the Rollie.
Okay.
With that, let's jump into Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
What do you got
All
for
right.
us?
Okay. So I'm going to read the email that came with this. Hi, Dick and Chad. I just edited and uploaded my first video, and it's all for you.
Woo!
My gadget is the old Quasar VR1000 video recorder from 1977. It's not beta. It's
Oh.
not VHS.
What?
It's not even U-matic. The VR100 was Quasar's model number as well as the format name. The video runs a little long. Please don't edit. I promise I'll do better next time I submit a video. Thanks to you two for the show. All the best, John W. Matthews. And the video is a little long, but it's fascinating because this is just a bizarre gadget, as you'll see.
I'm excited. Okay, let's check it out.
Oh, hey, Dick and Chad. Glad to see you. And everybody else out there in Giz Wiz land.
Woo!
I'm Big John Matthews, and I've got something from my gadget warehouse. Way deep down in the depths. Well, it's in my basement. Anyway, this is the Quasar VR1000 video recorder. And it was released by Quasar around 1977. It's quite some time ago. This is not VHS. This is not beta. This isn't even U-matic, but this is Quasar's own format, what we call now an orphan format, VR1000. Now I've got the tape inside the machine already. I can't turn this thing on and plug it in for you, unfortunately, because it went through a flood and it got a lot of water damage, unfortunately, but I still hung on to it. So I'll start and show you the tape first. This is a VR1000
that
format
inject.
tape. These came in 3 different
Sequence.
lengths, 120, 100, and 60-minute varieties.
Look at the size of that. Look at
So
this.
when I turn the tape over here, the supply hub and the take-up hub are on top of each other.
Whoa!
Right here. These two hubs here. And what this is a little plastic ring that gets rotated out of the way, and the video heads go in this part of the tape right here. Alright? And this is a little tab there to, it has to be in there to be able to record on it. When you want to save a recording, you move this tab over to this hole here, and that preserves the recording so you don't accidentally erase it. We'll put the tape back in, like that, and this rotates that plastic ring out of the way, and now the video heads are, the tape is wrapped around the heads. This is a 1-speed machine, so no 2, 4, and 6 hours, and 8 hours, and 10 hours like VHS would give you. Anyway, this thing had a remote, just a simple little on-off switch, and I don't have that with me, unfortunately, but that's all it was an on-off switch, so you have to use your imagination on that. And you'd have to allow the video heads, when you start the recording back up, give them about 3 to 4 seconds to get up to speed, so keep that in mind when you're cutting out commercials. Know how the network cuts their shows, and I used to know that pretty well back in the day. So anyway, that's that. Down here, a little panel, we've got a few controls. We have a color and black and white switch, I don't know why. We have your skew and your tracking control, so you get a good picture. And we even have a little dehumidifier.
What? Isn't that a riot?
Condensation will build up in the machine.
A dehumidifier.
Really.
That's a problem. Let's put a dehumidifier in
There
there.
are a switch here, so you can bypass the video recorder and have the antenna signal pass right through back to your TV. Typical Varactor tuner of the day, not cable ready, but it does have UHF. And one nifty feature here is this additional timer unit. This was a separate purchase. And this will allow you to up to 3 different on-off cycles in a 24-hour period. So yes, it was limited.
That was attached.
But awesome for the day, for the time it was released. We're so jaded by our timer features now on our DVR, we've forgotten how simple it used to be. But what you would do here is you take this little glass or this plastic cover off, and if you can see these little pins here, you put those in the points where you want it to start and stop. Of course, replace that here. And the machine would plug in to the back of the unit here, and this would obviously plug into the wall. So, but you are limited, like I said. You can only choose one channel, and 3 times in a 24-hour period, bearing in mind the length of the tape you have in the machine. The maximum was 2 hours. So now, by the magic of editing, we're going to show you the backside of this machine. Not the backside of me, the backside of the machine. Just like this. There we go. Just like that. I bet you didn't even see the jump cut, did you?
That makes me smile.
Well, hopefully not, if I was a good enough editor. Anyway, this is the backside of the machine here. Your antennas would hook up here, the VHF and the UHF antennas would hook up here. Over on this side, we have the RF out, just your typical RF cable, which is the kind your cable company gives you. Over here, you have an option. You can go out via RF, channel 3 or channel 4, or here you can hook up an audio out and a video out with RCA type connectors. And of course, no, not stereo, unfortunately. This is 1977. Down here we have a mic and even a camera input. So if you want to do some videos around the Christmas tree or something like that, or your kids growing up, yes, you're limited to how long your camera cable was, but it was capable of doing that. And this switch right here was either recording TV or flip it to record camera. And that's pretty much it. That used to be the Quasar VR1000 video recorder. And this is Big John saying, we'll see you out in Giz Wiz land.
That is the coolest thing ever. Oh my gosh.
I know it was amazing for its time.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm gonna. I emailed him back and said, you know what you paid, and he bought it used for $300.
Oh my gosh.
But my guess was when it came out, I would easily guess it was $1,200 to $1,500.
Yeah.
Because and the humidifier on. Early VCRs, this is way before your time, early VCRs didn't have built-in dehumidifiers, but they did have a built-in, I think it was called the DEW button, D-E-W. And if there was any moisture in the machine, the do button would come on and not let you use the machine.
I didn't know this was an issue. This didn't occur to me that this was an issue with. Was this a big issue with VCRs? Why did VCRs get so?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know, but what made me back when only once did the do button come on, and I'm thinking, what the I'm not up in the North Pole or down in the swamplands. I thought machines just work. Oh, here we go. Eric Duckman said I guessed right. It was $1,500 back in 1977, or almost $5,900 in today's money. and that timer. So the timer, whatever channel you were on, you could record 3 shows if you had enough videotape. And I remember those kind of timers. You would hope that you would get the beginning of the show and it would end at the end of the show, because you have those little plastic things that you slide into the clock that when the tab hits it, it'll turn the VCR on. And as you saw, you take the VCR plug out of the wall and put it back into the timer. So basically, when the timer hits the on tab, it just powers the machine up. I mean, it was really trick looking, and that tape system. Somewhere, I was looking early today at the Museum of Video Recorders or something, and that tape is like 2.5 times what a VHS tape was. It was higher than 2 VHS tapes on top of one another and longer.
Golly.
It was bizarre.
And I thought VHS tapes took up tons of space compared to the. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I did remember that Quasar was part of Panasonic. So I'm not quite sure why Panasonic decided to kind of spin that weird system off into their Quasar brand.
Quasar seems like such a weird, I've never even heard of Quasar.
You never heard of Quasar?
No.
Okay.
And it's just like, why? Okay, after a star system thing?
It's very funny, yeah. Okay. And Panasonic also owned Techniques. Did you ever hear of Techniques?
No.
Techniques, it was kind of interesting is because I back then I knew somebody at Panasonic. And I said, why did you start yet another brand? And they said, we want to do some high-end components, but Panasonic has sort of gotten the reputation of being a mid-value brand. And we can't put out high-priced items with Panasonic on it because people are going to say it's overpriced. So we're just going to start another division called Techniques and build high-end components, which they did for quite a number of years.
Wow.
There you go, Eric Duckman. There you go. Techniques was their upscale brand.
It's like Acura to Honda or Lexus to Toyota.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes sense.
And then after I think Techniques went out of business, and I was talking to someone else there, and I said, any idea why? I said, because I have some Techniques components, and they're really great. And he said, believe it or not, people don't like small components that cost a lot of money. They think if you spend a lot of money, you should have something big so that people will look at it and go, whoa, what did that cost?
Right, exactly.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, yeah.
That they go,
I mean, that's how it is with phones. You'll have a small phone or a big phone at your screen size, and people will go for the larger screen size, even if it might be inconvenient.
Yes, that's interesting.
Wow, that's amazing.
So John Matthews, thank you. That was great. Next week we're going to do best of and then worst of, so we're not going to do a video, but we still want more videos. So you can do what John does. We like 3 minutes as the max length. Make a video, put it on YouTube. You can, on YouTube, just put private if you don't want anybody else to be able to see it. And send us the link. It goes to, what does it go to again?
Mail.
Oh, mail at gizwiz.tv. So send us the link, and if it gets shown, you'll get a autographed copy of Mad Magazine. John is going to get the Trump issue and one of those Alfred E. Newman pictures. And that's if you're in U.S. or Canada. If you're overseas, we will say wonderful things about you or do a shout out to your family, whatever you want. So get us your YouTube video and just put Video Warehouse in your email to us, okay? And thank you very much.
Perfect.
And thanks, John. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great video. And you don't have to edit with all the sound effects, but that was great. That was great. Now let's move on to the holiday letter. Soon, right now. I'm going to hit it again, and it's going to play twice. I just know it. Nope, it's not going to play at all. Okay, well, there's that. And there we go. We got it. The Selfie Santa.
The Selfie Santa letter man. Our letter comes from Ron Schmidt, and the subject is idea for a gadget warehouse idea. And he says, I don't have the resources to do this, but with apologies to Mad Magazine, my gadget is the ball. And I'll give you just a second of background. I once did a thing for Mad Magazine called Features in Advertising, and they were ridiculous things like, this pen can write a check for $5 million. This pen can write in any foreign language. It was to just take an item and make ridiculous claims about it. So Ron said, I don't have the money. I can't make a video about the ball, but I want you to know these are the features of a ball. Comes in a variety of shapes and sizes. It's made out of the same material as B-52 airplane tires. You can throw it up. It bounces down. You can throw it down. It bounces up. Amaze your friends. Numerous applications. You can sit on one like Leo does. I gave blood last week. They gave me one to squeeze. I was in Boston last year. I was shown an odd-shaped one that if you threw it right, it would spin, let some air out of it, and you could throw it better. Football.
Got it.
And you can juggle it, stand on it, kick it, bat it, and wear it on your nose. The uses are endless. The ball is my favorite old gadget.
You could even imagine the Apple ad. Simplistic. Singular.
Yes, exactly.
The yes.
The same shape as Earth. Wow.
Exactly. We are all connected. Zero edges.
Yeah.
Or one edge, I guess, technically.
So, Ron, thank you very much for your letter.
That's
Hopefully
great.
one day you'll get money and you can make a ball video.
Make the ball video. We need it to happen. We'll start a Kickstarter right now for the ball video to happen. If you want to support another show, hey, we're here making content independently. So if you want to support the show, you can go on to patreon.com/GizWiz. That is where we get our support. So thank you so much to all our patrons, 336 patrons who are constantly helping us create more on the Giz Wiz. So big thanks to you guys.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
There would be no show without them.
There would be no show. That is true. That is absolutely true. Gizwiz.biz is a place to go to play. What the heck is it? Whoa, that's very zoomed in. That was my fault. There we go. You scroll on down past all the gadgets that we talked about today and click the banner on the side. What the heck is this? You have yours 12 Mad Magazines, this Trump Mad Magazine, for correct answers, and 24 for silly, hilarious, and ridiculous answers. But I actually know what that is.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Back in the day, you would have flasks, and this was a flask carrying device. You'd strap that onto your belt. You could pull out a flask of potion. This is back in the day. I mean, the magical times of Middle Earth, and quickly have access to your potions. So it is
that's
a
pretty
flask
good. That's
potion
pretty
carrying
good
device.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, I
pretty
gave it
good.
away. But if you want to send over your suggestions or your ideas, gizwizbiz at AOL.com is the place to send it.
Yes.
Now, if you want to catch future episodes of the Giz Wiz, head on over to gizwiz.tv. There you can catch all of our previous episodes, and not all of them, but most of them. And you can also catch the show live. We do the show the Giz Wiz. Hey, me. Head on over to gizwiz. We do these shows live every Thursday. We try to. Now, with the holidays, next week we will not be on time. Actually, we won't be having it at all. But the week after, on the 31st, we'll be back on schedule, where we record at 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. You can join the chat room and see us live right there. You can also subscribe on iTunes or RSS or YouTube. And look, there's also a nice handy link to our Patreon right here, where you can support the show or give a one-time donation via PayPal. Once again, thank you guys. Look at all our producers and contributors. Thank you guys so much.
It is so great. I am just thrilled. And also thrilled with the chat room that no matter when we seem to tape, we have a sizable chat room.
They're here. They're here for the show.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. And we're doing the next one at 4 a.m. Is that correct?
Yeah, the next show. Yep.
It's 4 a.m.
We're going to do it on a leap day. So make sure you put that on your calendar and show up, chat room, because we need you. We need you for the show. So you have to be there.
We do.
Actually, we're going to tape the next show right after this one.
And it's going to be the best of gadgets
show.
we talked about in 2015.
Yep. And then
the Rollie will not be on.
No. That might be on the 31st, the worst.
It might be on the 31st.
Wow, that one took a little while to record. And it smells like egg in here. But we will see you next time on the Giz Wiz.
I'll be here.